Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company and by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Town Club, where he is a cook and bartender. So that's pretty exciting for Matt Van Voorhis.
There you go.
He's just
the Town Club.
Moving right up the old, down Broadway, I guess is the best way to put it.
Absolutely, man. So there you go. And you say he's cooking down there?
He's always cooking, no matter where he is.
Matt V is a cooking. No different than normal.
Tacos.
Yeah, he makes
Taco Tuesdays.
He makes the best tacos.
That is Graham Pagano. I'm in mono for some reason. I have no idea why 1 meter works on my end.
I have mono. It's the kissing disease.
It rhymed with my name.
So there you go.
Just like, let's see, bread and red.
Fred? I see where he's going.
He does, but
I don't get the game.
No, he don't listen.
Spadoinkle. Does that work?
What he knows is the sea shanty sing along is underway down at Morrison's Irish Pub.
They're already drunk down there.
God bless him.
Irish whiskey and songs. What could go wrong?
Yep.
What else we got going on this fine Thursday evening?
I'm still testing my mic.
Yeah, testies 1 2 1 2.
You get 2 meters. I only get 1. I don't get it.
It's the ghost in the machine.
I guess you can hear me.
I can hear you great.
All right.
I can hear you just fine. And I can hear Stewie. I can hear Graham Pagano.
You can say Stewie.
I
don't get any headphones though.
No, dude, you're a guest, man. Okay. Like, we don't have that kind of guest money. Earlier when you were like, "Hey, you got any water?" and I'm like, "No, bro, this ain't that kind of place."
Until Matt gets moved up at Town Club, gets a few more hours behind the grill. Get some more money to sponsor.
For those wondering who Stewie is, that's Graham Pagano too.
Yeah, Graham Pagano. Yeah. Hey, my nephew. So good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too. Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about George's local brew? You play there a lot. Kevin Wayne Gruen already underway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a local stop for you.
I'll be there tomorrow.
You play up on the roof?
Sometimes, yeah. Live from the rooftop.
Yeah, I feel like you're with the Beatles.
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
Tonight at the night market, Toxic Johnny, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, all right. Loving the night market.
Hookie's going to be playing.
Next week is Hookie.
July 13th.
That's right.
Yeah. Hookie Monster.
And for those who don't know, Graham Pagano is in Hookie.
That's you?
Yeah.
You're the guy from Hookie? I thought that was Frank Zappa that was sitting in with that band.
Yeah, Frank Zappa's still alive.
Zank Frappa.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That tune you guys got, Gringo, has a little Frank Zappa going on at the end there.
Does it?
Little,
Yeah.
The P word is slightly referenced there.
P word.
Why does it hurt when I pee?
Oh.
But not that pee, the thing that's hurting.
Oh, yeah, it is referenced. Yeah.
Yes, it is very often.
There are some allusions to that.
Illusions, not illusions.
It could be an illusion, though. The grand illusion.
No illusion, the trivia night's going on at the conservatory, but later tonight, Mila Ray Duffy from 9 to 11:30 at the conservatory.
Yeah, so do the trivia night, and then you got some music while you have some drinks afterwards. Hopefully you win and you can spend your money at the bar. I don't know.
Also tonight, Riley and the Groove at Fast Eddie's, 7 to 11, Gateway Harmonica Club. Breaking it out at Music in the Park in Bethalto from 7 to 8. Butch Moore already underway. And he's got Matt Gattican with him at Big Daddy's until 9 o'clock. Double wide duo right next door at the Foundry. Of course, they're waiting until Butch Moore gets almost done because they're starting at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, so you know Butch Moore, right? So he every time you played up there, he's got that on tape. He tapes every performance up there for 20 years, and he's got them all.
At the Stagger?
At the Stagger, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all those open mic nights, he taped all those.
Wow.
And he's got like 20 years of it in his basement.
Wow, that's
or something
crazy.
like that.
That's cool. Oh, there's some probably horrible stuff of me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some songs I only played at open mic night and to make you laugh, and then I never played the side like I.
That's right. We were there. Yeah, that's been a long time.
I know.
I got-
Time ago, Uncle Saul.
I got tons of horrible stuff of you two.
I got stacks and stacks of horrible recordings.
Back when no one had a studio except us. And you had to come over.
Early recordings,
there's-
man.
Yep.
There's
I didn't know Butch recorded that, though. Yeah.
it's great.
Butch McMaster recorded it all.
No, he's talking about Butch, right?
Butch,
Butch
yeah.
McMaster, Butch Moore. You never see those guys at the same time.
At Grafton Music in the Park tonight, the Trag Band, 7 till 9. The Owls already underway at the Prairie Inn, playing for the golf carts until 8:30. And Rogers and
for the
Neat.
golf carts.
Right? You ever play at the Prairie Inn? You played the Prairie Inn.
Yeah,
the
they
guys
got-
roll up.
It was winter time.
Oh, okay.
I have played for golf carts at a campground, though. It's pretty sweet.
I believe you have one coming up at the Prairie Inn this summer. Yes, the 7th of August.
Yeah, so they got the golf cart parking. That's pretty cool. But I just saw horse and buggy parking at a CVS a few weeks ago. And
Nice. I love the Amish.
these were Mennonites, but
Okay.
tomato, tomato.
They're even cooler. I mean, to give up electricity, that's just
That's hard.
yeah.
Well,
not for them.
Well, they believe, they believe.
You know, when the power goes out, they're like, look at all these people they're freaking out, shooting each other and everything.
Off the grid.
Yeah, Rogers and Neat House playing where you guys will be playing in the future, and that's in Highland, the summer concert series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's coming up.
They're playing in 7 to 9 tonight.
Oh, I hope they get some good weather for that.
Yeah, and a little known fact, playing at a park as well, Bellevue Park in Belleville.
Oh, nice. And of course, also in Belleville, the live music row.
Right.
Happening all the time for 2 years now.
Venue remains one of my favorite venues.
And that's one of them listed here in this
August 12th, Grand Pagano will be at the venue.
The night before my birthday, I'll be 104 years old.
Well, you'll only be 103 when you play this gig.
That's right.
You got one more day.
Yeah.
One more day. And doggy years we're talking here, right? In doggy years, I'm only 8. It's pretty sweet.
It's good to know.
yeah.
I got a lot of years on you then.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That is our Thursday evening in the community. So
What we know about.
What we know about. That's right. There's probably a lot of things going on that we don't know about. But there you go. That's pretty good for a little river town.
I saw some dude down the street near Casey's had a lot going on that we may not know about. It may be on the police report later, but yeah, he was on another level.
Was he a gringo? He wasn't that cool. Wasn't pimping.
No,
Had nice clothes.
He didn't
and-
have a shirt on. Actually, he was rolling around in the grass.
Okay.
Randy.
Of course, I'm talking about a Hookie single, Gringo.
That was that was our previous release. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a thing for dark hair and brunettes in your latest releases. I've noticed.
Maybe.
Yeah. There was a brunette in Gringo, right?
There's a brunette gringo.
Right, and a dark-haired lady in the latest,
Yeah.
Keep My Grip.
There's a red-haired one in the of our 600 album. So yeah,
That was like years ago.
And
that was.
and the next show is going to be our next song is going to have a blonde in it. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm going wrong.
Farrah
'cause
Fawcett, I loved you when I was 9. I can see it, man. Yeah, you take it from there. Roll with it.
blondes have more fun, so maybe I'm missing out. I need to write songs about
Rod
blondes.
Stewart, baby.
Yeah.
So what do you think of their new single, Pigpen? Keep My Grip.
I have not been able to hear it. He sent it to my friend Jeff Nelson, and Jeff's like, "Hey, check it out." He sent me this song. I'm like, "Yeah, he didn't send it to me, man."
Send it to you.
Well,
No, it's all right. I know, I get it. I get it. You're sending it to everybody.
I lost your number, man.
Right.
I lost my phone.
I had a flat tire. The in-laws came in from out of town. You were full of it. All my buddies got it, not me.
I had to ask him to send it to me, but I knew where to go find it.
Yeah.
Very simple. HookieMusic.com. Took me 4 minutes to listen to it.
Yeah.
In 25 seconds, I think.
Well, I will say this: when Jeff Nelson was bragging about it, it was Gringo. He hit it, and I'm like, "That's the wrong song."
Oh, really?
That's even shorter. That's like 4 minutes.
That's a shorter song? Really?
Yeah. Now you sent me a different link for the single though, and I'm drawing a blank on where that was.
You said they were all going to be 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. You promised
I
me.
sent you a smart link that should have all the links.
It wasn't smart.
It wasn't smart?
No, it took me to some it was like Reddit or something.
Hyped it.
Yeah.
That should have all on the right hand side, the Spotify, the SoundCloud, the website, Amazon.
Well, you click on it and it takes you to like a page that plays a song.
Yeah.
No links. But just so you know, you never know when you send people your stuff, you're not going to that link, they are, right?
Yeah.
So, for me, that's what happened. But here's what I like about HookieMusic.com. When I played the song on there, it repeats immediately after it plays. So I could just listen to it over and over and didn't have to go over and keep it and play.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Probably work out to it.
Way cooler. Way cooler.
Work out to it.
Well, yeah, we want people to use the website more. Yeah, I mean, you can get a 40-minute workout. Listen to it like almost 10 times.
I got it memorized. I really do.
Oh, man.
There's not a lot of words in it. Gringo has a lot of words.
Gringo does have a lot of words, and they're very fast words.
Yeah. So I said enough of that. That's crazy.
I had no idea until I clicked on the lyric link
Yeah.
at HookieMusic.com.
Probably almost crashed your server. It was like...
Well, it got kind of steamy at the end. I was like, I didn't know it was that steamy.
It didn't get full steam effect.
No,
though.
it didn't. He didn't respond.
Sauna.
He didn't respond. The Gringo.
Yeah, he had some issues. Yeah.
I thought he was going to spaz and take her out. That's what I thought.
No,
he just... He became kind of...
he didn't become...
No, he didn't. He just kind of wimped out, actually. He was all tough until that part.
Yeah, he was. he was fully confident.
He was. And then, whoops.
Well, you know.
He's getting old.
Well,
he's
he lost
older.
his
He's
courage,
older.
yeah.
He's an older guy.
Right?
He had a little ED, they call it. E as in elephant, D as in dog. Just for those who didn't catch on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tent drug dealer is the...
Yeah, I saw that movie, ED. It was cool when he was like flying past the moon and all that on the bike.
ED come home.
His neck was all kind of hanging over, though. Hanging over the front of the basket. I don't know what was up with that. Hopefully he gave you a visual, though.
Now Keep My Grip's a sad one, but it's sexy at the same time. It's a sexy beat.
It's a
sad
fun,
and
it's a fun
sexy.
beat.
Sad lyrics, sexy beat.
That's what I was going for.
Ray Ayers on the beat.
Ray Ayers. Ray's a sexy beat dude.
He is.
Mikey's pretty sexy on that bass,
He is too. Yeah, you get to just kind of stand there and sing.
It's like you sing sad songs all day and they'll make it sound sexy.
They do. They do.
It's the sexiest sad song. Was it the saddest sexy song or the sexiest sad song? I don't know. Oh, man, that's
Hookie
good.
will be playing live July 8th, Grafton Pub.
Grafton Pub, 7-11. Yes. Hopefully the weather cooperates.
So are you playing at
Yep.
the Grafton Pub or the 7-Eleven? I'm not sure which. I got confused there.
Yeah. They put a new 7-Eleven up in Grafton.
Right.
And we're going to
Be outside.
opening it up with the Hookie show.
Right. They said they'd let me cut the ribbon. No. I thought you just said you were playing at the 7-Eleven.
We're playing from 7 to 11
Oh.
at the Grafton Pub
Okay.
on July 8th.
I didn't know if we were shooting craps. I didn't know what was happening.
Well, you're in luck, Pigpen.
Snake
I knew
eyes.
you wouldn't
Jeez.
listen to your friend's song, so
I
I brought a copy.
don't listen to any of his crap.
He don't listen to anybody's songs.
I didn't know he had a self. I thought he went Amish, like we were talking about.
Mennonite.
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 The electric Amish.
Well, he heard about the song, but he didn't care enough to go find it and check it out.
I was waiting for it to be sent to me like my friends got it.
Yeah.
I got my friends waving their phone at me. Look what Stewie
Well,
sent
you know
me.
what?
Look what Stewie sent
Being
me.
who you are, you probably get a lot of songs sent to you. So I wanted to talk to you in person, for mano to mano, before I barrage you with, "Hey man, play my song. You're on the radio, man. Play my song."
You are just full of it, my friend. You're just full of it.
Did you send it to Tony over at Beyond FM 24/7?
Not yet.
Well,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah, he will play.
He will
it.
play
Yeah,
it.
I will.
He's a good dude.
I don't know if I know Tony.
I'll introduce
Dude,
you.
he's on the Frosted Flakes.
Oh, Tony the Tiger. Yeah,
You don't know Tony?
he's great.
It's food. There.
He's also booking shows now at Pops. That's
There
pretty
you go.
cool. Yeah.
Pops, the place you walk in and don't know that 3 days has gone by because they don't have windows and they serve liquor 24 hours a day. You just never know.
You gotta love folks that support local music and art. Bell,
Art, heck, Buick.
like Matt Van Voorhis of
yeah.
Town Club. He will cook your steak down there and serve you a beer.
Taco Tuesdays.
I heard him. Yeah, those Mad Van Forest tacos were fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
He learned how to do it at Halpin Music.
Food day at Halpin Music. Man,
Oh,
was
yeah.
just kill.
There's lessons in some of those rooms. There's cooking going on in some rooms. You don't know what's going on in Alpin. You can't even get in the VIP room. You haven't lived around here long enough.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I've
crazy
heard about
back
it,
there.
yeah.
They got templates and all kinds of weird things.
So, like I said, I'm helping you out, Pig Ben. At the end
All
of the
right.
show, we're going to play the new Hookie single.
Oh, I'm giddy.
The way this computer acts, it might start playing any minute.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome if it just the computer's like, you know what, you guys have said enough. Let's just hear some music.
Yeah, AI's getting pretty tough these days. I'm not surprised we haven't been shut down.
Oh yes, there you go.
So, you got Hookie playing Grafton Pub on the 8th, and then the next day, Copper Dock, Pocahontas.
The Grand Band, yes.
Grand Band.
Mikey Lowenstein from Hookie with that sexy bass line. You should hear how sexy he is on the cajon, the beatbox.
Yeah,
He beats that box so sexy.
he is a sexy beater.
Yeah.
Beats that box like it owes him money.
And he worked too hard last night, so he couldn't be here.
Yeah,
Well, he is
just don't.
lazy sometimes.
He don't
Aren't we
like us.
all?
We know the truth. He don't like us.
The lazy Lester boys. Mikey plays in about 10 bands, so does Ray. So,
I've heard about that somewhere,
yeah.
maybe on this show even.
Yeah. Did he show up for that
Oh, wait,
interview?
this is a show?
Yeah, Ray came when it was for the Beer Cats.
Yeah. That was a while back.
Or whatever it was, whichever band it was.
Crocodile Kings.
Yep,
That
yep,
was
yep,
the one.
yep.
See, I don't know.
The Crocodile
Couple
Cats.
times.
I
for
just
them.
call them the Chocodiles.
The Beer Kings. The Beer Cats.
The Beer Kings, the Beer Cats,
the
all that.
Crocodile Cats.
They play like big theaters.
Yes.
Yeah. Not Grafton Pub. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why. Wondering if it's going to rain or not.
One day.
You know, if you throw Ray a decent gig, he'd show up to these sort of shindigs.
Someday.
He's also a world traveler. I mean, the guy's amazing.
And he's not a selfish lover. just so everyone knows.
He takes his time.
Yeah, he takes his time. He cares.
So this single, where'd you record?
Sawhorse Studios in St. Louis.
Gringo was there too?
Gringo, we did a lighthouse.
Okay.
Up the road, I think.
Yeah,
Well, right near here, yeah.
Right around the corner.
Never been to Alton? You're not sure?
You're like, where am I? Oh, you on dope?
Still looking.
You remember right after the riots, the place you went to? That's here.
That was New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I did go to New Orleans.
You did make it look like.
Actually, we went to Vegas first, and
Right.
then New Orleans. And
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I remember when the riot, the L.A. riot started, and my friend Scott Robertson's living out there, and so I immediately started calling him. So I'm like, that's his neighborhood I'm seeing. That's downtown, and it's on fire. Every day I'm watching the LA's on Fire show on TV. the Crap is Burning show, and I'm calling him every day, and it's busy. And that's not a good sign.
Right.
When the fires are in the neighborhood.
Pre-cell phones, yes.
And finally, a week or so later, whenever he calls me, like, where are you? At your mom's house. For real, man, where are you? No, for real, I'm at your mom's house. I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
And to catch people up who haven't heard the very first podcast we did with you way back where we explained all of this, you and Scott were out there at school, right, in California?
Yes, we were. Go with the flow. Oh, it's my pick.
Just got handed the pick.
Yeah, my pick fell on the floor, and that nice lady brought it in. So,
Debbie Simmons.
Debbie, thank you, Debbie Simmons.
So
Yes, me
So
and
is this
Scott-
the first time you've ever had a pick returned to you that you threw out to the crowd?
I've never. Yeah, I don't want this.
Back when we used to hang out at cocktails,
Oh yeah.
Debbie Simmons and her husband owned it. They were the owners of it back when we used to hang out at that bar.
What was her husband's name?
I don't know.
Mr. Simmons.
Mr. Simmons.
All right, that's probably someone else. I'm different.
Dave?
I don't know if I know.
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here.
No.
Yeah.
She's going to fill us in.
Thank you.
Steve. It's Steve.
Steve.
Steve. I had my headphones on. I was trying to read her lips, and apparently I'm really bad at reading lips. Steve Simmons.
Well, we had many a fun night at your former establishment.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
You were much younger then.
Yeah, yes.
I'm older than that now.
There was one night Scrappy was bouncing. He was carting people.
That's right. Well, one time we went in there, and Dennis might remember a guy named James Schleter that we went to college with.
No, I was Bash back then.
Well, you were Bash back then. Yeah, but me and another guy that went to radio school with us.
I do
Bill.
remember like a party up in Holiday Shores with him or something. Didn't he have a piece of land or something out past there
out
somewhere?
at Jaeger Lake in Litchfield.
Jaeger.
Right guy.
Jaeger Lake in
That's it.
Litchfield.
Yeah.
And
didn't
we
have to
took him
drink
into cocktails one time, and first time he hung out with us, and we made him wait on people, and he was taking their order, walking to the bar, buying what they asked for, going and serving and charge them. It was hilarious. Oh,
I did that in the Philippines. Same exact thing. I swear to you. See, after you go there a few times, you get kind of tired. We were actually talking about, playing out for as long as we have. It gets, you love it, but it's the same thing kind of over and over. So I decided to shake it up a little bit, and I went in and I used to do this thing. I don't think it was legal, but the guys the guys on the boat would spend all their money, so I would loan them. I would loan them money at interest, right? And
loan sharking, it's fine.
So
banks do it all the time.
Where we were going here.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't
so
legal. They had
so we
money.
only had so much room on a ship to store things, and I'd get too much money. And so what I'd do is find ways to get rid of it. So I'd go out and
It's hard to do.
I'd rent an entire bar, buy all the girls in there, right? And invite all these people who gave me the money, right, at interest, to have a party. And, they had this saying over there. The bar girls would walk around and they'd say, I can't say the whole thing, but they'd say, I love you, no, buy me a condition. No, they'd say, I love you, no, buy me drink, right? And so I made them change it that night because they had this heavy accent. I thought it'd be fun to say, I love you, no, buy me air-conditioned helicopter. And so they were going around all night saying that. I had them say some other things.
no,
That's
but-
the cleanest
well,
one I could think of.
I mean, the air-conditioned helicopter, nobody wants an unair-conditioned helicopter. Do they make them? Who's going to buy that?
Yeah. We were just trying to come up with words they'd never said before, But that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
What's a good time?
Well, anytime you can rent a bar and buy all the girls in it.
Right.
That's the
I
part
mean,
where it got illegal. It wasn't the loan sharking that was so illegal. It was when you said I bought all the girls in here. But in the
like a
Philippines, that's totally legal. So,
And it's actually not that expensive either.
Cost him $12.
Roughly $12.
Cost
Yeah.
for the whole night cost dozens of dollars. That was the whole night.
You're not far off.
We had
Probably
sushi.
about $10 a piece, roughly, maybe 20. I remember beer being a quarter. San Miguel was the beer.
Sure, it was good.
Quarter beers.
And how much was the sake?
We loved it. Because it's when you exchange the money, you gain a bunch. So
Right, you give them an American dollar and they give you 1,000,000 yen back or whatever.
pesos, Big Ben, pesos.
Well, I don't
That's
know where
what
you were.
Philippines.
Oh,
I
yeah, that's
mentioned
right.
it, yeah.
That's right. You did say that. I was picturing, Japan.
I don't know what they have. Now I do.
I know I've been out of the country, and when you're at a Gambino or whatever, and the Americans are cashing in money for chips. They're like, "Give me 50,000 in chips," and you're like, "Big spender." And then you see them give them a $20 bill.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, man, that sounded way cooler when you said 50,000 in chips.
There were some really good bands in the Philippines, though, and they had big clubs. So it was cool. They had nice sound systems. We didn't get to see that very often being overseas, and so had a lot of fun jamming in the Philippines. Not having the opportunity to do it made it even better. But the guy from Journey,
Which one?
the singer now,
Oh, yeah.
is a Filipino guy
Yeah.
that they found on YouTube, and he nails it.
Didn't you bump
does.
Didn't you bump into him in Pocahontas?
No, the guy that sings with Survivor now. We used to met
Oh,
him
same thing.
at Journey Survivor. Yeah,
I own you.
we met him at Deutz.
And
There you
Pigpen found out there's a band called the Sandwich Band from the Philippines. too.
There is. There is.
I heard the Filipino people are very nice.
They're super nice.
That's what
Super, super, super nice.
I-
Super
I-
poor and super nice. Something goes together there, I think.
I spent a weekend jamming with an old Filipino guy where he was playing fiddle and I was playing guitar, and
He must be nice.
There was no I'm gonna play and you just jam along with me. He knew what he knew, and that was it. But it was all "Skip to the Loo, My Darling," and "She'll Be Coming." It was all these tunes. I'm like, oh, I know that song. I don't know how to play. You know the tune immediately.
A lot of old guys.
That's pretty
play.
hot. That's a sexy tune.
Yeah.
It could be.
It is the way I see it.
Skip to my loo. Yeah.
Well, I was
Coming
thinking
around the mountain.
I was thinking about coming
Yeah.
around the mountain, but either way, skip to the loo, all that.
To those older guys, those were, the songs they played when they were kids, man. So you were
Yeah.
just young. So,
I decided since I learned all those songs, I'm starting a band that just plays songs with no copyright on them.
Yeah.
Songs so
Public
old.
domain.
Public domain. I couldn't come up with it. I'm just gonna do public domain songs.
Yeah.
Camped out
Here's a
races.
little song about a place you might know called London Bridges, and they're falling down. London Bridges falling down.
Andy's doing them right now on the radio.
Go
For
Sex
everybody.
Pistols with it, man. I'm just saying.
So are the Beatles public domains? 50 years.
No, people keep buying those
See, that's what-
copyrights.
Yeah.
I
What
don't know how
happened to that
worked.
deal?
Well, the people who wrote, the Swanee River just didn't copyright it. Nobody
Stephen
cared.
Foster, is that who it is?
All those guys stole those songs anyways, right?
Here's a song about a man called Jimmy Crackhorn, and I don't care.
The Carter family that stole all those songs.
He's going back to his metal days. He's having a
Hold
good
on.
time over
I
there.
am. So hold on now. The Carter family, A.C. Carter stole all those
Yeah,
songs.
he'd go up in the hills and learn songs.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we got a new record.
Right, his whole job was traveling around getting the songs and bringing them back to the family. Going, here's a song. Here's how it goes. Now you guys perfect it. I'm going to get some more stuff. You guys make some records and get some money.
I'm pretty sure all those guys that came over from England did the same thing. The Stones, right?
Oh, yeah.
They stole a bunch. Eric Clapton stole some songs.
Chuck
Zeppelin.
Berry sued John Lennon because he said, "Here come old Flat Top. He come grooving up slowly," and he's like, "I already said that in the song. Those exact words. You didn't just happen to come up with that, boy." Yeah, they were all taking. Hey, look, if you're gonna steal like an artist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Every poet is a thief, right?
Absolutely.
Where would all the folk singers be without Woody Guthrie songs?
Yeah, or Arlo Guthrie for that matter.
He stole some stuff from the Carter family too.
Woody did?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
melodies. He'd take their melody and put his words over it. But
Well, none of the melodies in the new Hookie songs are stolen.
They're borrowed.
They sound familiar, but they're not stolen.
They're borrowed. We call that borrowed.
No, it's traditional rock and roll, though, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, everything, nothing's original. Nothing is original.
No.
I haven't seen many people reinventing the wheel, but who's making a good one? That's all I want. Just give me a good one. If at this point it is hard, everybody who's tried to write music knows it's hard to come up with anything that doesn't sound. I came
suck.
I came up with a riff, and I was like, "This is cool. I like this." And my friend's like, "Yeah, it's Little Feet." I'm like, "Ah." It's anytime you think you
Who
came.
would say that to you, dude?
Any fat
What a-
strap in the bathtub. Anytime
very
you've anytime you think you've come up with something cool, it's probably already Meatloaf probably already did it or something.
I think you got to.
And if it's not, no one's going to like it anyways. Because trust me, that's the kind of stuff
there's
we
a
try
reason,
to write.
yeah, there's a reason some of that stuff lasts. I think you got to put your own spin on it. Honestly,
that's
you know
what
I
it
mean?
is. Yeah, you got to put your own flavor.
Yeah, as the kids
You
say.
guys heard our songs. You're like, what just happened? I don't even know if that's a song. It's just a bunch of sounds.
You guys amaze me because I was like, how are they on? How do they know what each other's doing? And then you'd all stop at the same time, start another riff. I'm like, holy cow!
Yeah.
I love you, no holy cow. Buy me a conditioned helicopter.
Air conditioned helicopter is the name of the next.
Speaking
Hookie
of, didn't the singer from Journey, the new guy from the Philippines, kind of reinvent "Wheel in the Sky" when he sang it?
I don't.
It had an accent to it now. I mean, isn't that kind of reinventing the wheel in the sky?
I haven't heard it, so I don't know.
That guy can sing though.
He can,
Yeah.
man.
I think it'd be great if he sang it all in Filipino language, but Spanish. But there you go, whatever. What I was about to say, Cantonese, but I knew that was wrong.
That was the cool thing about being a gringo over there is those guys had trouble sounding like the original songs because of their accents. So when a guy like me showed up who could sing them just like the record,
Hey.
they thought it was awesome.
That's how it works with Elvis when he traveled in the movies. Like,
That guy didn't write any songs, did he?
Elvis did not. No.
he did not.
And he's the king of rock and roll.
gonna say, if
Self-proclaimed king of rock and roll.
If he did, he'd be famous. Yeah. If only he wrote a couple songs, he'd have some success.
Right? Yeah. All he's doing is covers. Jeez, you're never gonna get anywhere that way,
It's
boy.
just a cover band.
He's just a cover band.
Well, on Friday night, the Mad Baileys will be doing covers down at the Lodge at Lovejoy on Friday night.
Right on.
I don't think Erin Joe Paddlefoot's going to do covers, but she might at the conservatory.
You just never know.
Former member of Hookie.
She might do a couple,
She might do a couple.
but yeah, she does her own. She's good at putting her own spin on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8:30 for Erin Joe on Friday night. They always do the pianos down at Raging Cajun and down at Fast Eddie's on Friday night. Anthony Nanny and Company, who plays in about 50 bands. Whatever bands Ray's not in, Anthony Nanny's in. And sometimes they're in the same band.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, though, but yeah.
Up All Night, also playing at Fast Eddie's. Let's see, Anthony Nanny's in Cross the Line. That's one of
Okay.
them he's in.
Yeah.
Let's see, also on Friday, the Trag Band at the Alton VFW until 11. Flip side, playing this place called the Junkyard in Wood River.
All right, there's a new one.
Well, Lazy Lester played there, but it was called Mikey's then.
Oh, now it's Mikey. Next is Mikey's Junkyard.
Well-
they're trying to settle on a name.
I got really confused because, like, They changed it. They changed their Facebook page. And then I went to the Junkyard Bar to figure out what this new venue was, and they had a menu posted that said Mikey's on it.
See, it's somewhere in the middle. It's Mikey's Junkyard.
They stole their own bar from themselves. Everything's stolen.
It's tough in the junkyard area.
They're suing themselves. They're going to make some money. It's a big conspiracy.
I saw a guy with a sign that said dirt for sale, and I thought, now that guy's got a plan. He's just going to be selling dirt. You know?
Speaking of reinventing the wheel, do you spin the wheel when you play George's Local Brew?
I have not, no.
You have not. You could do it Friday night.
I think it's got to be your birthday to spin the wheel, yeah.
You don't just kind of go over there and I'm going to spin this. No one's looking.
No, actually,
you get shot for that up at George's Local Brew, bro. You don't just spin the wheel, man.
I think me and Aaron were going to put like a peg in there so it would stop on the diamond ring every time. Because instead of like, free fries or something. Diamond ring again? I don't think the owner would like that. But.
So it is official that you're playing there Friday night.
Friday night, yes. By myself.
There's pranksters in the house.
On the roof or inside?
It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
I'm not playing theaters.
Right. Grafton Pub,
I'm not up to the theater stage like, if Ray Ayers was with us.
Speaking of Grafton Pub, Outlaw Opry Friday night at Grafton Pub.
Oh, I like Outlaw Opry.
And Money Shot up in Grafton at Third Shoot in Grafton, which doesn't always have bands. So
yeah, I'm trying to picture that. But.
That's what it said. I just repeat whatever I read.
Right.
That's why I asked you if you played there, because I'm pretty sure last week they posted George's did like a month-old gig. They've been doing the video. Have you seen the video they do now? They do a video where it's got like all 3 shows they're doing on the weekend, and it's a video. You have to sit there and wait to see who's playing, Sunday. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a little different. They got video of you.
Okay.
I think it was you.
And you're dead sexy in it. No, I haven't seen it.
You ever commit grand arson, Pigman?
I don't want to talk about that. I'm going to have to refer you to my legal counsel.
Well, you can see him live at the Holiday Shores Marina Bar on Friday night.
Oh, okay. That sounds better than the other.
We had an old friend of yours on last week, Mr. Steve Tennant.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen him in...
You're right.
Easily 10 years.
I was thinking it had been decades, but then he said he was actually, I forgot, I guess he had been on the show with us a couple years ago.
No, he was never on our show. First time.
Oh, that's what I thought. I don't know.
No, you tried to get him on the show, but he forgot.
That's what it was, yeah.
And Tom Swain was with him this time to remind him to show up, which is what Tom Swain does.
He went to his house and picked him up and said, "Come on, Stevie, we got to go do a show."
We bring it up because he's playing 2 gigs at the Wild E this weekend with his band Silver Bullet.
2 sold-out shows.
He doesn't have to worry about the weather.
No. He plays theater.
Yes, they're doing good.
2 sold-out shows at the Wild E Theater.
Yeah, and he sold it out himself right here on the show. There were 5 tickets left, and he's like, "I'm just buying them to make sure they're sold out."
He said if nobody buys them by Friday, he's going to buy them for bragging rights of selling out 2 nights in a row.
Sure.
Which I would do that. I'm like, well, how much is that? You guys got a coin machine I can put my quarters in?
How is Steve?
He's doing decent.
Good.
Yeah. He's got Tom Swain making sure everything gets taken care of, so it's easy for him,
Right.
Same as it ever
was.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah.
He's got a personal assistant, and he's playing theaters.
Yeah.
SwainProductions.com. Need to plug that.
Yeah.
Also going on Friday, Cherry Duncan at Big Daddy's, Honky Tonk Heroes at Edwardsville City Park from 8 until 10. The Skylark Brothers at the 1818 Chop House. Dana Anderson doing the happy hour at the Stagger Inn again in Edwardsville, 5 to 8. Bobby and Jimmy Rollins at the Moose from 7 to 10 in Edwardsville. Hey, it's the Maryville Firefighters Homecoming in Fireman's Park. And that's always Lanny and Julie at 5 and Blue Marlin at 8 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah. Double wide, they're going to slip in some meatwood flack.
I was going to say that they're going to do a little combo while they're there. The meatwood flack. I love that name
because they're there 2 nights. So.
Right.
That is a great name.
I do love that name, Meatwood Flack.
Double wide do it. The Cabin at Judy Creek. Nort's Hammer. 6:30 to 9:30 at Old Harold Brewing in Collinsville. Have you been down to check out the new venue down at Old Harold Brewing?
I've ate there. Yeah, it's nice. I have not played there yet. I think my grandson played there.
He's getting ready to play there with Electric Baby Powder.
He played with them there, I think, a month or 2 ago.
I think he did, yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw that was coming up here.
No, they already did that gig.
You missed a month.
Yeah, I did. I did check like June. I don't even know what happened in June, but
he's no longer in that band.
It
anyway,
went by.
So,
That's too bad. That was a cool name.
Yeah.
One of the weird things about that Old Harold Brewing is that the tickets range from free to $75, and there's a lot of you get a $5 ticket, a $12 ticket. Like there's a lot of levels.
It basically comes down to like reserving your own table and that type of thing on the
food and drink and all kinds of stuff.
I was there in the winter time. There was no music there when I went there, but it was good food, good beer.
Yeah.
Butch Moore doing the American Legion on Friday night, 5:30 to 8. That's usually a fish fry.
Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters are playing 7:30 to 10:30 at Martin's Lanes in Rood House on Friday evening.
I can beat that one. Dr. Fong and the Long Brothers.
All right, I like that one. Dr. Fong and the Long Brothers, and that's at Schmitty's Inn in Belleville on Friday.
And I got that Captain Geach one on there twice because I realized it's their 3rd anniversary at Martin Lanes in Rood House. So, hey, some great original music. The Divine March.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Joshua Grassley, right? What's that one?
Ex Cathedra.
Or is it Catheter? I don't know.
Cathedra. Cathedra. It's a dra on the end.
Yeah. Rust Belt. Syraxis.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
And Ecstasy.
Ecstasy. We played a show with them at
Ecstasy.
Fubar or something.
Nice.
All the names have been taken, so they're combining names now.
Yeah.
Or putting a number in their name.
I think something to do with his last name is kind of like X something.
Anyway, that's a Red Flag show on Friday night, and then a place called Record Space in St. Louis on Friday night, Distant Eyes.
Nice. Cool.
With Tooth Cemetery.
Okay.
You don't bury your teeth?
I put them under the pillow. I get $1 each time.
How about Postcard Nowhere? They're playing.
All right.
And Inches from Glory.
We've all been there.
Gringo's been there. The Gringo's been there.
That's the best name I've heard.
Inches from Glory. That's the first time I've heard that one. Oh man. Whew, I think that is mine. I think Pussycat and the Swallowtails might have just been dethroned.
They're no longer around. They don't play anymore.
Right, but still a great. That's been my favorite name for a long time. Was Pussycat and the Swallowtails a great name? But Inches from Glory. Whew, that is a good one, and that's at the Record Space in St. Louis on Friday.
He likes Lickety Split a lot too.
The Lickety Splits.
Yeah, anything that involves Porn.
Ice cream. Oh, I thought it was ice cream. Yeah. I didn't know what we were talking about.
No, Lickety Splits is a strip club I go to. Is it the Lickety Splits?
Yeah, I like Poor Dirty Astronauts.
That is a good one.
Yep.
That is a good one. There's a lot of really what was that Thurston Howell? That one used to crack me up.
How about Hookie Monster? That was a good one.
Hookie Monster.
I heard there was a band out of Seattle for a while called Steaming Wolf Penis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you did a family show, bro.
All right, sorry.
That's legal, though, I'm pretty sure.
That was a doctor's term.
It is a doctor's
term.
Medical
term. This ain't no gynecologist's office.
Speaking of Hookie, brand new single out called Keep My Grip. That's why you're really here, sort of.
Which is also this is a sexy song, but when you're home alone, Keep My Grip.
Actually, the song is about someone passing on and you trying to get over it, right?
Correct.
Very sad, but
sexy.
Nice.
Gotta be
Ray Ayers' sexy beat to it.
You got to have a sexy beat to get your grip. You know, it helps.
The saddest, sexiest song, or maybe the sexiest sad song. We got to take a vote.
Have you heard what they're doing at this place called Tab's Cafe in Alton? How about breakfast and blues, 10 a.m.
What day?
on a Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Serve you breakfast and have live blues music.
Wow.
Or if you've been up all night.
Yeah.
It's still breakfast
Yeah.
with blues. It doesn't matter. If
Who's
you've been
playing?
up all
Who's playing?
It's always TBA. They announce it at the end, but Big George has been down there, so it's an official blues bar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's an early gig.
That is an early gig.
That it
You have
is.
to leave your Friday night gig and just go right there.
Well, you got a few minutes to drink some coffee, go to IHOP and have
just
some
keep
pancakes and
Keep
whatever.
drinking, man.
You don't have to. They got breakfast.
Oh,
you
that's
just go
right.
there.
That's right. Yeah.
Why would you want to go to IHOP
You're
when you can go to Tab's Cafe?
I'm thinking somewhere you could hang out between, say, 4 a.m. and 9 when
The
you got to
lickety
set up.
splits.
Yeah, lickety splits. They got a good buffet there too.
If you're going to play blues, you might as well keep drinking. Don't try and sober
They
up.
got a hell of a buffet there.
Everyone knows where you hang out during that time in Alton. The warehouse. That's where everybody goes once the bar is closed. Anyways,
You're not supposed to talk about it, though. It's the warehouse. People don't talk about it.
Matt Van Voorhis' buddy, Matt Tall.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
That's funny.
Matt Van Voorhis
Matt-
from Town Club.
Matt Van Voorhis from Stubblefield.
Matt Van Voorhis from Halpin Music.
And Matt Tall from Stubblefield.
And Halpin Music.
And no.
Anyways, he's playing the Marina Pavilion
Which one?
from 3 to 6. I don't know. That's what he wrote.
Matt Tall.
Matt Tall.
Matt Tall. Just making sure.
Matt
I had
Van
the right-
Voorhis
there's
is
a
staying
lot-
home.
There's a lot of Matts out there.
He's
Well,
not.
he's got a cooking gig.
He does. He's got to cook all night down at Town Club.
I think we should do a Hell's Kitchen down there. What's this? This is crap! You can't serve this. I would love to go down and do that.
You call this food?
My favorite Town Club story is our drummer, Butch McMaster, rest in peace. He would be completely broke, and he'd come into the house, and he'd be like, hey, let's go down to Town Club and get some dinner. I'll buy. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't have any money. He's like, I'm going to make that machine hit. And he would. Every single time we'd go down there. He knew it was time. He'd watch it, and then he'd come get me and say, it's ready. Let's go. And it hit. He was good at it.
He could tell it was getting loose. It's about to give.
Yeah.
It's about to give.
I was amazed it worked every time.
I thought you were going to say bounce bad checks down there or something. He'd just write a check. Mrs. Shablinkle.
Or eat and run or something. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
No, they knew him. He couldn't get away with
That's
that.
the old trick where you got a empty wallet, you leave it behind. And hey, buddy, is that your wallet? No. Oh,
How do you know all this stuff?
I don't
You've
know.
probably done this.
Was-
Remember when you steal change out of people's cars?
I don't know anything about this. I'm going to resort.
Cassette tapes.
I'm going to send. I'm going to.
He's throwing my buddy under the bus. I might as well throw you under the bus, Mr. Clean over there.
I refer you to my legal counsel on any of these questions.
You know, Matt Van Voorhis does not have a food truck, but
Yet.
the Flock has a lot of food trucks and entertainment Saturday with the Buzz Tones,
Yeah.
Cool.
from
Nice.
6 to 9.
It's the Buzz Tones.
Yeah.
Justin's having his birthday party down at the conservatory.
Yeah.
He's just inviting everybody down to play.
I like it. I like it.
So we actually know what TBA is, but we can't completely identify who he's going to allow.
Open face.
He might have a say in that.
He
I
might,
don't
yeah.
know. It's his
I'm
birthday.
sure. Well, sure. I mean, he ain't gonna let guys like me up there.
Right.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
Jay,
He read my mind.
Justin, could I play a song? You'd be like, dude, we got a lot of good people here. You're gonna have to get in line.
Yeah. They do that on Wednesday night. I bet Spilly'd let you play the open mic.
We have gone down and played the open mic with Spilly. Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun.
Your band from the Philippines, the Sandwich Band?
Yep. We're trying to make a noise big enough that they'll hear us back home.
Those Amish fellas you play with.
Well, hey, look, we believe that God gave us the perfect amount of technology between 1734 and 1853.
Stringed instruments
Well,
and the human
that's in
voice.
there. Yeah, that's in there, man. And a horn.
We were talking about Up All Night. They're playing Fast Eddie's on Saturday with Naked Soul.
And since they're going to be up all night, they could go to breakfast
Right.
and blues.
The Owls will be up all night.
Who?
Only at Baker's. Only
Jinx,
at
you owe me
Baker's
some
and Hale. 7 to 11. Mojo Universe out at Doc Holidays. Gypsy Soul at the Pump House on Saturday. That takes care of Wood River.
Wood River done on to Jerseyville.
Levi's. Levi Tucker. Have a steak with Levi on Saturday. You ever had their steaks up at George's local brew? I hear that, their commercial says they're great.
I have not. I think my wife did. It was
Probably.
pretty good. I usually get the wings.
Jared,
Sam has had a steak.
Jared Capps, who used to own the bar right next to it, what was it called? I forget what that little hip place was called they had, but he said even while he owned the bar next door, George's is the only place to get a proper dirty martini in all of Jerseyville. So,
Speaking of
if
Sam
that's what you're
4,
looking for.
Sam 4, he played George's one time, and on his first break, he got a steak and an order of wings. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to get a box? He said, no. He ate them on break.
And then went back up and did another set.
Did like a 10-minute break, wolfed down a steak and 12 wings. And
Doing like some James Brown and the ham hock, beans.
I'm like, dude, I need
at GrahamPagano.com, you can hear Sam 4 and you with the new song Spoonful. Slightly new.
Yeah. Yeah, we recorded.
Acoustic.
Yeah.
Where
that
was
was
that?
at an open mic at Evangeline's in St. Louis, whatever neighborhood that is.
So who played lead on that?
Sam.
That's what I thought.
He had the electric guitar.
Because I think you said that's pretty good at one point.
I might have
One of the
said it. He was probably 14 or 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 15 or 16, but yeah. He probably ordered steak that night too.
Right,
I'm gonna
steak
go-
and lobster. I'll take the surf and turf.
Sam,
Here's
come with
here's
me.
what's
Put
going
it on
down.
my grandpa's bill.
Yeah.
Here's what's going down in Grafton on Saturday. Worth the fight at the Hog Pit, 2 to 6. Skylark Brothers, 1 o'clock at the Vineyards in Grafton. Rogers and Neen House at the Winery in Grafton, 3 to 7. Robert Perry, 4 to 7 at the Loading Dock. Jim Bergman, 7 to 10 at Bloody Bucket Saloon. Dan Sproat, 12 to 3. And Jim Carl, 3 to 7 at
Aeries.
He knew it because he's played that gig before. Exit 52 at the Oyster Bar. Array, 2 to 6. Followed by
Hookie.
weather permitting at Grafton Pub.
At the Grafton Pub.
This ain't no theater.
The Grafton Theater. I mean, the Grafton Pub. Yeah.
And Pigpen's new favorite name.
Oh yeah, the scruffy looking nerf herder.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Who's my nerf herder?
I'm still like an inches from glory, though.
Dude, I just heard that one tonight, man. That one got me good.
I'll leave it to an original.
Like they've been reading my mail.
They've been
man.
scrubbing your browser.
Oh, something, man.
7 to 10 at Patty McDee's for the scruffy looking nerf herder down at
All right.
Granite City. Right?
All right.
Dave Horton out at the Holiday Shores Marina Bar, 7 to 10. Darian Poe.
Ropo.
We call her Ropo now. 7 to 10 at the Corner Tavern in Edwardsville, WSIE.
I think she should just go by Ropo. No Darren. Lose the Darren and just be Ropo.
Well, you're her manager.
Like Prince or something.
Ropo.
All right. Nobody else. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry. WSIE. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good. WSIE's doing the Goshen Market. That's a 9 a.m. gig.
Makes that 10 a.m. gig seem pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I've done the Goshen Market, yeah. You end up getting some free fruit and stuff, though.
okay.
Yeah, so
Well, you know.
It's a good deal.
You ever
Come
had
on
a
with
pineapple thrown at you? It hurts.
and you play for the kids. It's good. It's good wholesome time.
Night number 2
So they
at the
throw
Fireman's
pineapples
Park.
at you.
You know, by night number 2 at the Fireman's Park that Lanny and Julie and Blue Marlin are going to do some meat with Flack.
Oh, yeah.
They got to by
Oh,
the
yeah.
second night. That's a 4 to 6 for Lanny and Julian, and it's 8 o'clock still for Blue Marlin. You ever check out Blue Marlin? You ever check out Scott Marlin?
On YouTube, I think I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
I think, yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he is.
He could sing like Rick Emmett and stuff.
Yeah, I remember you talking in our first interview about doing solo acoustic stuff, and the difference you kind of pointed out was that you're actually a guitar player learning to sing, so you had chops over most of the guys that did acoustic stuff. That's kind of where Scott Marlin lies, too. He's got some chops.
Oh yeah,
and some Rick Emmett.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. He's like,
He does Rush.
I saw him do I must have saw him do like a Triumph song.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
I'm pretty sure.
And he was shredding.
Yeah.
I haven't met him yet.
He's like lover boy, no problem.
We had him on. He was fun. Cross the line at Cabinet Judy.
Is he playing any theaters by any chance?
Oh, he does.
Yeah. All of them, all the big theaters.
He was just he just auditioned for a Styx tribute band called Grand Illusion, who Swain Productions books.
There you
right?
go.
I think I saw that on Facebook. That
Yeah.
I thought he was in the band.
He's
now.
the new Dennis DeYoung
Yeah.
of the band.
Scrappy, you should have gone for that, dude.
Well, you know, I wanted to be Tommy Shaw so bad.
Too much time on your hands.
Saturdays, cross the line at the cabin at Judy Creek from 7 to 11, Cold Creek, 6:30 to 9:30 at Old Harold Brewery in Collinsville, and Borderline doing the Bunker Hill Firefighters Picnic.
All right.
8 o'clock. It's hard to decide if you're going to Maryville or Bunker Hill now. I don't know.
Yeah,
If you're a firefighter, you're busy on
There's
Saturday.
a lot going on for those guys.
Whiskey River out the Prairie Inn.
Wouldn't it be cooler if they called it Old Harold, like Harold?
It would be.
The guy's name Harold.
But I think it's a
Old
newspaper.
Harold.
It's Old Harold's Brewery.
That's what they do with old buildings. They make breweries out of them.
We called him Hank back in the day.
Like Old Bakery, Old Harold.
Old Lickety Split
Old
Brewery.
Lickety Split. We got a river raft race going on up at Hardin
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah, the Great River.
The Great
Raft
Illinois
Race.
River Raft Race with Midwest Avenue.
I think we played with those guys at the Grafton pub last time we played there.
Flip the Frog up at Wild Pickens on Saturday. Jeremiah Johnson at Schmitty's in Belleville on Saturday. And Distant Eye is doing 2 gigs this weekend.
Nice.
And they're playing with a band you've seen recently, Pigpen,
Silver Material. That's right.
You enjoyed that.
I did. Those kids did a fine job out of Trinity River Fest.
I heard at Wild Pickens Saturday they will have fireworks since they weren't able to do them last Saturday.
You guys got some rain or something, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was pouring. And people showed up. Are you doing fireworks?
Sure. We could try.
So I think he's going to do them this Saturday when Flip the Frog is there. So.
There you go. So, yeah, Distant Eyes, Silver Material, 86 Red, and Turn In Fire at the Hard Dog Cafe in, I wrote Collinsville. That's not Collinsville. It's Litchfield.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's right there on 55, I do believe, or you can see it from
sometimes
55.
I
Near
mess
the
up.
statues. One,
Yep, the spaceship and the big lumberjack and the huge ice cream cone. Biggest one in the world, I hear.
Rumors playing across the creek at Long Shot Tiki Bar in Portage Desu. And here's another original gig. Breeze Point with Strange Medicine and Birds of Squalor
Nice.
at Red Flag on Saturday.
My buddy Chris Vandehy.
Did you hear that El Monstero is playing Saturday?
Did not hear
With
that.
special guest Don Felder.
Okay.
Call it heavy metal.
Okay. At the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I did not even hear about that show.
And downtown Alton on Sunday, Close Quarters. Do you know who that is?
No.
Mark Close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ha! I should have seen when it's close with a K. I should have picked up on that.
Yeah.
I didn't look down.
Playing 1 to 4 at Max downtown Alton.
Nice.
Close Quarters.
Who's Mark Close?
He's
KC.
a DJ. I worked with him for years. He's a really nice guy.
Who's Don Felder?
Yeah. That's a guy that was in this band called the Eagles. I might have heard of.
Okay. I didn't know.
Eagles 71. I think they had to change their name. There's too many bands called
He's
the
the
Eagles.
guy that they made stand behind the curtain because he wasn't as cute as nah.
Glenn and-
Come on, you never seen the movie Heavy Metal?
No,
You don't remember that movie? He wrote that theme
I
song.
never saw it.
Call it heavy metal.
No, that's Sammy.
Hagar,
He
yeah.
was on there too. But
They were all on there.
everyone was?
Everyone, even close,
The
even
Grateful
close
Dead-
quarters.
The Grateful Dead was not in heavy metal.
No, they tried.
Is
They
there
were-
any heavy metal in the heavy metal movie though?
Oh yeah, there's a few of them like Hanover Fist.
Hanover.
That's right.
Like the town of Hanover.
Hanover Fit.
How could you not name your band that? Hanover Fit.
Right.
Yeah.
What about Kim Mitchell?
Is he in that one? Go for a soda.
What about Psychedelic Symphony?
Oh, yeah.
Psychedelic Symphony.
That's Jumpin' Johnny.
They're going to be playing at the Lovejoy Lodge on Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
That's right.
Cool.
And it will be psychedelic if, you take psychedelics. I don't know. I'm not sure. There you go. What else we got? Karaoke with Diesel. That's going on 8 to
There's
11
all
at the
kinds of
Conservatory.
stuff going on Sunday. Another page and a half of stuff
yeah,
going on Sunday.
yeah.
I did want to point out, though, that Billy Bob Thornton will be in town, and he's playing a theater with the Boxmasters. And there's still tickets available, actually. Lincoln Theater in Belleville.
There you go.
Oh, no kidding.
Let's hear the new Hookie release. If this
Let's
thing
do
works.
it.
This
Let's
is
hear it.
called. You want to introduce it?
This is Keep My Grip by Hookie, soon to be played in theaters around the world.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Theaters
Thank Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Town Club.
Right, and thanks to Graham Pagano, our guest, for coming down and hanging out here with us
Thank you for
tonight.
having me.
And thanks.
Check it all out at hookiemusic.com or grahampagano.com.
That Hookie, though, you're going to have to scrub your browser if you go to some of that stuff's not for everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
Check out
just
Hookie
kidding.
this weekend, weather permitting, at Grafton Pub. Next week, next Thursday night at the Night Market. You guys are doing Flanagan's.
E.L. Flanagan's.
The 28th.
Yeah.
Also, August 5th at the Oyster Bar, Bakers and Hale on the 19th of August. You're doing the Highland Square gig on the 31st of August. And back at Grafton Pub again, September 30th. Graham Pagano, look at the list you got. And that's just July and August.
He's a working man.
He just told me, he's like, I'm slowing down.
Hey, he's been telling me that for years.
Look at this. 7-9, Copper Dock. 7-14, Bakers and Hell. 7-16, Bella Vista. 7-21, Aeries. 7-22, Oyster. 7-27, George's. 7-28, E.L. Flanagan. 7-29, the Brown Bag Bistro.
That's slow.
7:30, Aeries Winery. That's July.
Yeah.
And the list is the same.
And that's how months go by, like June did for me, where I don't even know what happened. June was just here and gone. And where
I'm
was
glad
it?
you're slowing down.
Yeah.
It is slow compared to last year, actually. But
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing great. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
And recording new music as you go.
You look at you. You got all dressed up.
I do
came
have
down
a new
for the
project
show.
coming up, actually, with
Okay.
Scotty Robertson and
Oh.
Joe Cox from Stubblefield.
Nice.
There you go.
What's that going to be called?
We're not sure yet.
It's hard to find a name.
Inches from Glory is already taken. Centimeter. We
Inches
might
from,
go-
how about Inches from Lickety Split Glory? Just combine names. That's what people are doing.
on
these
an air
days.
conditioner.
Scruffy looking.
Hookie 512.
Yeah. Hookie point oh. 1, 2. I don't know. All right.
We'll come back and tell you about it. when we-
Decided on Hookie.
It's these are the new original Hookies. They were Hookie, and then they became the new Hookie, but they got sued by the old Hookie, so now they're the new original
You got to
Hookie.
get a Hookie field. Decided on Hookie field. You got to get the
Hookie Field. The Decided on Hookie Field. I like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We made up our minds on Hookie field.
Just call the Joe Cox Trio. He needs some pumping up, Joe. He's always just playing bass back there. Give it to him.
You can't say pumping up Joe Cox on this show. You can't do that. You can't say that. Those words are too close together. It's just.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep my grip here.
All right, me too. Let's hear the song. Everybody enjoy the song from Hookie, Keep My Grip, and after the song, go out and support local music and art.